Welcome on in, everyone. We are back, the cousins. This is Beard Talk with Kyle and Joe. I'm Kyle.
What is going on, my friends? And my name is Joe.
Welcome back to another review, of course. Today, we're going to be reviewing Mell's Beard Collection. And there it is. I was just about to hold it up. So a little bit about Mell's. Mell is originally from Chicago, Illinois. He currently resides in Texas. And the whole theory or the reason why his company began is he couldn't find a product that really worked in his beard. So he wanted to create something that did work. He ended up liking it, ended up selling it, and here we are today.
Right. So if you guys have tried Mel's before, or if it's something that you've been looking forward to possibly trying, leave a comment below. Let us know how you felt about Mel's. We definitely enjoy reading those comments. You guys have been killing it in the comment section lately, so definitely keep that up. And of course, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future content. We'll be right back after this intro. Hang tight. All right, guys, so let's dive right into the price and presentation piece of this. And starting off with the oil, you're going to be looking at $14.50. And then for the butter, which is 4 ounces, you're only looking at $13.50. And then the oil was 1 ounce. So right off the bat, prices well below market average. The prices, I mean, are definitely very, very affordable if you're looking for something on that end of the price spectrum.
Yep. So let's go ahead and talk about the presentation. So this is what the bottle looks like for Mell's. Pretty cool logo there. We also have it in the shirts. As you can see, Joe's rocking the white. I'm rocking the gray. My beard's in the way. But that's what those look like. So the bottle, as you can see, it's not clear. It is a black bottle. As you can see, it's a 1 ounce black dropper top. Just like that. And that is what the logo looks like. It does have the name of the oil on there, which is cool. And then it also has the scent description and, of course, the oil ingredients as well. And then the butter, like Joe mentioned, it comes in or at least what we have is the 4 ounce. Similar logo there. And then also this is actually the label for the oil. So I'm assuming that was done in human error there. But again, this is the oil this is the label for the oil, not the butter. But black screw off lid. And that's what that looks like.
Yeah, and on the labels, if you notice, there's actually 3 little like squares right there. And what that is you can scan that from your phone and it'll take you right to, I believe, his webpage and maybe his social media.
Yeah, I think the other one was his social media.
I've been seeing those a little bit more lately. So those seem to be maybe like a newer trend on the label. So that was pretty cool as well. So.
Yep.
All right, so let's dive right into the scents. So Kyle and myself, Mel had sent us out 2 different scents. Kyle got one, I got one. So each of us will talk about our individual experiences with the scents. We did not get a chance to swap that, but then we'll talk together exactly how these products felt for our beard. So Kyle, why don't you go ahead and start off with your scent?
Yeah, absolutely. So this one is creamy root beer, as you can see there. And this is listed as a creamy root beer with notes of vanilla ice cream, anise, and orange. So right off the bat, of course, you have to be a root beer fan. I'm pretty neutral on it. I like root beer. I'm not crazy about it. This was a really fun scent, which was really nice. The oil, as far as the scent goes, was really pretty pure. I got from the oil itself about 6 hours. Now, I will say, when we're talking about scent, and we'll dive into this a little more in Feel and Beard, the butter did have a strong shea butter scent. So I'm not picking up a lot of the scent from the butter itself. And it did kind of mask the scent of the oil when I wore them together. Some people that would really bother me. It really doesn't bother me too much. But the scent was really fun. If you're someone who likes those sweet type of scents, it was really cool. I think the vanilla ice cream really calmed it down. So that root beer, like almost a barrel smell. You're not really getting. It's more of a light, calmer, sweet root beer type of scent. Like I said, really fun scent.
Cool. All right, so my scent that I received is called the BB Suit, and that is a citrus, woodsy, masculine fragrance with notes of lime and rose. So yeah, this was actually it was a pretty good scent for sure. It definitely meets the line of like a cologne type scent. Definitely masculine. When I say masculine, it has a good source of like musk to it, which was something that I really liked. And I thought the citrus in it brought a pretty nice source of freshness to kind of clash with that to create something pretty good. I will say, and take a smell here, that despite liking it, it's not, I feel like it's not something that I haven't really smelled before. It seemed kind of like kind of like a typical starter cologne type scent for a company who, who's kind of just starting their company. However, though, I thought that it was executed pretty well in the oil. Now, Kyle mentioned in his butter that the shea butter smell kind of took over the scent in his. It did the exact same thing for me on that one. I'm opposite of Kyle. That is something that personally it drives me nuts when I get that in a butter. I'm not a fan of the shea butter smell really at all. If I can get it a little bit, that's fine. But if it's going to take over a scent and basically impact how my beard completely smells, I do usually have an issue with that. I would really like to see Mel change up the ratios, do something to really try to fix that. Because honestly, having that in my beard for a long period of time made me really want to wash it out. I didn't care for it for that. So that was my experience with the scents. Let's talk about how these felt in our beards. Go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and talk about the 1 ounce oil first. The ingredients here is a combination of jojoba oil, vitamin E, avocado oil, sweet almond oil, sunflower oil, Jamaican black castor oil, hemp seed oil, and essential and fragrance oils. So as you can tell, it's a pretty strong combination of oils. A lot of good stuff, a lot of stuff you've recognized, not trying to do anything crazy. I would say it was, for me, pretty medium, maybe a hair on the thick side, but basically pretty medium. That's what it looks like there. It's a pretty cool, clear color, little tint of gold there. I gotta tell you, the oil felt great. I had no issues. A lot of these oils that are a touch thicker really do a nice job in my beard of soaking in, and the oil itself gives my beard a little more volume with how thick it was, but it made my beard felt great, eliminated that itch, no dandruff, nothing like that. Did exactly what a beard oil should do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say I had the same experience. I thought the oil was executed pretty well. The one thing that I noticed it was the vitamin E that was pretty high up on the list. And normally that is something that can be very scary. I know that there's some videos out there talking about how you should have a very low percentage of vitamin E. And, if you kind of go over that percentage, it can really dry out your beard and ruin that experience, making you really have to reapply. I will say, despite vitamin E being, I believe, the second item listed, I didn't get that experience. So it does appear that he did use a very small amount of vitamin E, which I really appreciate. I didn't really feel like I needed to reapply. I thought the feel in oil lasted maybe about 6 hours. So I know for some people, they may consider that, not enough time before having to reapply. But for me, that really wasn't a big deal. But by the time that comes around, I'm pretty much ready to put in a butter, regardless, for the evening and for the night. Overall, yeah, it felt good. I felt like my skin benefited from it. Pretty good. Wasn't anything that totally stand out and blew me away, but I think it was a solid oil, to say the least.
All right, sounds good. So let's go ahead and jump to the butter. I do have the notes here only because, like I said, this is a oil label.
Yeah.
Combination of jojoba oil, coconut butter, mango butter, sunflower oil, argan oil, sweet almond oil, vitamin E, shea butter, beeswax, avocado oil. So that is what is in the butter. So like, yeah, let's talk about the butter. So again, it does have that shea butter smell. My feedback also would be is keep playing with that. It bothers some people, doesn't bother others. So outside of that, I enjoyed this butter a lot during the day. So I wear butter overnight to nourish and soften my beard. I really enjoy wearing butter during the day as well. This is one of those butters because of that shea butter, in my opinion. It felt almost a little foamy. This was a heavier butter, so I didn't need a lot at all. I'm talking like, I don't know, maybe a nickel size, rubbed it, thoroughly into my hands and applied it into my beard. This gave me a really nice hold, but it gave me like that butter hold. It's totally different than a balm, obviously, but it gave me that hold throughout the day. It also gave me a lot of volume. I feel like it had my beard, almost like sticking up a little bit when I want that more of that blowout day as opposed to like straight down like I normally wear it. A butter like this is really going to get the job done. It's not that I didn't like it overnight. It still made my beard soft, but this is just a little thick, a little heavy for a butter for me overnight. But during the day, I had good experiences with it.
Yeah, I didn't really share the same positive experience as Kyle's. I think, when he talks about it being as dense and as heavy as it is, I think this is a butter that was made, and I don't know if this was intentional, but made for a gentleman who has a thick beard like Kyle. My beard is pretty much on the opposite spectrum as far as thickness goes when it comes to Kyle's. So my beard just didn't handle this specific butter as well. I really did not enjoy the feeling of this product in my beard. It always felt, no matter how small of an amount I put in, it just always felt like I had something a little too heavy in my beard. At night, it didn't really do the job for me. I didn't feel like my beard was as soft as I would like it to be when I wake up the next morning. I tried wearing it in the day, like Kyle, and I would say the results were a tad bit better because it does kind of, for me in my style of beard, it kind of resembled more of like a balm than an actual butter. So if I wore it like a balm, I would say it did the job okay. But specifically for butter, I do think that there's some tweaking and some experimenting that Mell can do to probably improve this item. Unlike the oil, I probably wouldn't recommend this product, but the oil I would say it's worth a shot.
Awesome. So as you can see, with this review, we had some different opinions, a lot of the same things, a lot of differences as well. My advice for you is you be the judge. As you can tell, there's some top-notch products or top-notch ingredients in these products. It just really depends on what works for your beard. Same results on the oil, the butter, different heaviness. It just really depends on your beard and what you like. We're going to go ahead and throw the link to Mell's website in the description below. Please go ahead and check it out. See what you think. But that's pretty much all that we had for today. Joe, anything else in conclusion? I know you gave some good feedback there.
Yeah, I just want to see Mell, keep working, working on his craft. I think for a field that is so crowded when it comes to beard products, I want to see him kind of do something to make himself and his company stand out more. One thing I notice about Mell that I absolutely love is if you follow him on Instagram, he does a great job of promoting his products, and he's a very positive dude. If you watch some of his video clips, he's like one of those guys, if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you want to click on one of his videos because he's going to kind of give you a positive boost. I love that about him, and I want to see that reflected a little bit more on the products. And then I think he may really have something there. But you got to start somewhere. Keep trying to improve. I hope he takes some of these critiques and runs with them, and we'll see where he ends up.
Sounds good. All right, guys. Like we said, the link's going to be below. Make sure you go ahead and check it out. That is all the time that we had for you today. As always, keep it growing.
And we'll talk to you at the next one. Cousins out.